Hi guys, this is Brian, aka Jefferson at Rest, and today I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo 3DS, the regular version. I have it in the red colorway. I got this in November of 2012 for about $130. I'm just showing you a quick overview of the exterior. I think that this exterior is pretty sleek for a Nintendo design. Not often known for their sleekness or modern designs. Most of their stuff is kind of got that retro feel to it. As you can see, here is the full exterior view. It's obviously got the clamshell design, so when you open it up, you flip it like this, and now you have your basic dual screens. Obviously, this is the way you play the games with. Right here is this is pretty much the primary selling feature of the 3DS, is this 3D slider. When I first heard about the 3DS, I kind of laughed about it because I thought they were just jumping on that 3D TV sort of bandwagon thing. And still to this day, I'm not too impressed with the 3D functionality of it. I would have been happy if it was just an upgraded version of the regular DS with greater graphics and stuff like that. I play my games, at least the 3D enabled ones, with it on. I know a lot of people prefer to have it off just because it actually is slightly easier to play games without the 3D turned on, because if you're moving it around like this, accidentally bump it, it gets really difficult to see because the 3D only works when you're looking straight on it. Otherwise, I'm actually a pretty big fan of how this is laid out. I really like the new controller, the kind of like modified joystick thing they have here. It makes playing more action, more fast-paced games a lot easier. However, they still did include the regular control pad here for that's especially well for some of the backwards compatible games, which I'll talk about in a second. Otherwise, you got your A, B, X, Y buttons here. I think that these are actually a little small. That's one larger negative thing I have to say about the 3DS. I know there's the XL that you can get, but as far as like somebody like me playing the 3DS, I feel a bit cramped. You can kind of see the way that my thumb seems to cover so much space over here, and when for like Pokemon and stuff like that, this is fine. But if I'm playing something a bit more fast-paced, higher action, I find myself hitting the wrong buttons quite a lot. It's also kind of awkward to hit the shoulder buttons. I don't know whether to press down like this or to go like that. So obviously, Nintendo's main market is the younger audience, so I understand them doing that. But as a bit older gamer who's kind of grown up with Nintendo in general, I kind of wish that they would cater more to some of the longer fans of the franchise. What I do gotta say about the 3DS, overall, my main point that I do like about it is that it was designed to play games. That's what's great about it. I think it does a great job of that. I mostly got it so I could play through the Pokemon franchise games that I did not get a chance to play. The 3DS is backwards compatible with the regular DS, which is great because I never owned a regular DS. And so that gave me an opportunity to play through all of those games that I had previously skipped, as well as the newest generation of Pokemon. As you can see, I currently have Pokemon Y in right here. But as far as any exterior features, anything else outside of playing games, the 3DS is pretty lame about that. The camera is really bad on this thing. I carry a cell phone around and I have a camera, so that doesn't really bother me too much. But it just kind of seems like all of these applications here are really, they're kind of half-assedly done. Not a good job. This Face Raiders game, while you play it for 5 minutes and it's no longer fun. The AR games, you have these cards that come to life, same deal. You play through some mini game and it's no longer fun. The social features are pretty much non-existent. Yeah, sure, they have the Street Pass and the stuff like that. But, you can tell that Nintendo is really worried about how parents are going to react to this. So I feel that the social experience is really held back by Nintendo in order to reassure parents and younger gamers, that they're not going to get into anything too serious, anything mischievous online. These other applications here, Hulu Plus, YouTube, I mean, I never use these. The internet is just awful on this thing. It has a hard time displaying even some of the most basic mobile versions of sites. I mean, so I guess in conclusion to say this is great for playing the games, playing regular DS games, regular 3DS games. As far as any hardware concerns, the only problem I might have is my hands are slightly large for it. But when it comes down to like this menu thing here, I think a lot of this is just kind of extra. It's, they throw it on the packaging on the box and the promotional videos like, oh, you can do all these fancy things with it. But I mean, those get really old really fast. So when it comes down to it, the 3DS definitely worth it in my mind. But it's worth it because you're going to be playing the games that you want to play. It's not worth it because of any social features that it might have or any of these other cameras and other applications that it does include. I mean, overall, I've been happy with it. I spent a lot of time with it. But like I said, it's for playing games. That's what it's for. So that was my short review, actually not so short review, of the Nintendo 3DS, the red colorway. Great deal. I spent a lot of time on it. I would like to see some of those other features, upgraded. That would be great. But at this point, I think we're just dreaming. Nintendo is set on marketing to the younger audience, and I don't think we're ever going to get that full user experience like Microsoft or Sony provides with their consoles.